What's up, fellas, fillettes, and filet mignon? My name is Lee. Welcome to the Fruit Basket, specifically Indie Minute, the show where I just indulge in my strange obsession with indie games. Speaking of indie obsessions, we have a Discord indie obsession, which is all about liking indie games a lot. So like Metroidvania, roguelikes, tower defense, some of my personal favorites, but you might have others. Let me join Discord and let me know. You know what I'm saying? We've got some devs in there. It's a lot of fun. Indie games tend to be pretty artistic and unique in my opinion, and I'm a pretty artsy guy. So when I'm scrolling through Twitter at the Fruit Basket, Fruit with 2 O's, I tend to find a lot of indie games people are in the middle of still making with really cool concepts. And today I'd like to just show you some of my favorites and some of the ones that I'm most excited for. So here are 5 indie game projects that you need to be looking out for. I've got these in no particular order. However, this first one is probably the one that we have the least amount of information on. It's called Totem Teller. The website says this: guide a wandering muse in search of lost folklore. Investigate surreal distortions. Uncover hidden places. Retell stories. Or let them die. All we've got is pictures and a couple of GIFs, don't ask me to say it, from the Twitter and website, and the gameplay is not clear. It looks like any sort of, top-down style RPG-ish sort of game. Obviously, you can notice right away, what makes this unique is the fact that it's all glitched out and weirdy and stuff, which is really cool to me. I love that aesthetic. So it sounds like it'll be very story-driven. It sounds like there will be a lot to discover, and it sounds like they'll probably just be leaning on this unique look throughout the whole game. I'm really hoping that some news or some new shots or something, music, whatever, will come out soon, because this looks incredible in my opinion. A lot of these games are going to have pixel graphics because that's sort of the trend right now, and it looks beautiful. I love pixel graphics, but we're going to take a break from that and go on to our second game, which has 3D graphics, Roky, a dark fairy tale inspired by Scandinavian folklore. An adventure game with deep narrative and satisfying puzzles. This game is developed by Polygon Treehouse, which I hadn't heard of until I saw them on Twitter, and I just saw a couple of walking animations, and they just look really satisfying. It seems like maybe it's got like this low frames per second kind of vibe to it. I might be wrong on that. It just kind of has that feel, like that kind of like sticky movement. That's not a bad thing. I love that. But the character design looks amazing. Some of like the monsters, like the giant wolf thing and the scenery looks fantastic. I'm imagining this is going to have great world building and hopefully some character development as well. They also do say on the website that your character's name is Tove and that her goal is to save her family. So there's clearly kind of some more going on than you can see here. It looks like this world's going to have a lot of history and have a lot to discover, and I'm really excited about this one. It just looks fantastic to me. This next one returns back to our pixel art style and merges 2 genres together to make something that looks incredible. This is Dwarf, a dungeon crawler RPG that ditches hack and slash and turn-based combat for tower defense style combat, with rich storytelling, exploration, looting, upgrading, and questing. Pretty much the only game on my phone besides Hearthstone is actually a tower defense game. To me, they're just really fun, really good ways to pass the time. And of course I love dungeon crawlers, and merging these 2 genres, just genius to me. It seems like it works so well. It fits sort of the roguelite Metroidvania popularity in a new and unique way. It seems really, really fun and really exciting. I actually talked to one of the guys making the game, and he seems really excited that I'm excited. There's not a whole lot to be said about this one besides I'm digging it. The next game, not to be confused with our first game, Totem Teller, is Totem. Adventure throughout the world as Mara, a young girl who is born with the gift of change, a strange ability that only appears in her people's bloodline when the natural world is in grave danger. Explore a beautiful handcrafted pixel art world, encounter dozens of unique enemies and characters, and collect the forms of beasts of legend so that you can take their shapes into battle against the blacksmith before he and his army take control of the world's natural resources. So you're defending nature as a unique girl, kind of typical, but also pretty rad. Very interested in this one. Check out their website and their Twitter. Lots of cool stuff going on there. Our last game is the one we know the most about, Backbone, a noir-inspired detective adventure. Play as the raccoon private eye Howard Loader, sniff out clues, collect evidence, interrogate witnesses, and explore a beautiful pixel art version of dystopian Vancouver. They call it a new take on point-and-click games with stealth, exploration, and branching dialogue. It looks beautiful. There's like a lighting engine like amid the pixel. It looks fantastic, and cool thing about it, there's a demo actually called Backbone Prologue. I'm probably going to be playing this. We may make a video on it if it's fantastic, which I think it probably will be. It looks really cool. Not even gonna lie to you, point and click is a little bit of a turnoff for me, but I'm gonna give it a shot. It might be amazing. It looks to me beautiful, And the story seems like, to me, the idea of having a detective story in a game is always a lot of fun, really cool. I love like using my brain to figure out what's going on. Subscribe if you like to see me playing Backbone Prologue and giving my review of that and expectations for the full game, which is said to be released in 2020. Now, I'd love to do this again with other games that I maybe just haven't seen yet or that I overlooked. So if you know of any indie developing games that do something new, look really good, or whatever, leave them in the comments and maybe I'll do a round 2. You know the drill. If you like this video, give it a like. If you loved it, subscribe. And if you love me, then hit the bell and share it with somebody. It means a lot. And as always, keep being the way you are. Unless you suck. Can I turn it off?